So, you've used ChatGPT to write emails and created AI art with Mid-Journey. You send a prompt, you get a response. You think you've got a handle on what AI can do, that you're on the cutting edge. But what if I told you that the AI you're familiar with is like a horse and buggy, and a self-driving, bullet train-style locomotive is just now pulling into the station? What if the AI that's dominated headlines is just the tip of a colossal iceberg? A new form of AI is emerging that doesn't just generate content, it gets things done. It doesn't just write a plan, it follows through. It can strategize, adapt, and complete complex projects on its own. This is Agentic AI, and it represents a fundamental shift in our relationship with technology. The difference between the generative AI you know and the Agentic AI that's arriving isn't just an upgrade, it's an evolutionary leap. In this video, I'll break down the key differences, show you what this new paradigm can do, and explain why it's about to change everything. Section 1. The AI you know. A deep dive into generative AI. To understand the earthquake that's coming, we first need to get clear on the ground we're standing on. We need to talk about generative AI. At its core, generative AI creates new, original content by synthesizing patterns from enormous datasets. Think of it like an apprentice who has studied millions of books and paintings. When you ask it to write a poem, it doesn't recall a famous one. It uses its vast knowledge of language and rhythm to create something totally new in the style you requested. The magic behind this is usually a large language model, or LLM, like OpenAI's GPT series. These models are built on a transformer architecture, which is exceptionally good at understanding context. Through pre-training, these models are fed staggering amounts of text and code, learning the statistical probabilities of language, which word is most likely to follow another. This leads to their core function. They are, in a very sophisticated way, the world's most advanced prediction machines. When you give ChatGPT a prompt, it's performing a complex calculation to predict the most plausible sequence of words to come next, generating a response one word at a time. The results are spectacular. ChatGPT can draft an email or summarize a research paper. Image generators like DALL-E and Mid-Journey can take a simple text description and create a stunning, unique image that has never existed before. Tools like GitHub Copilot can suggest entire functions to a developer, speeding up the process immensely. These tools are revolutionary, but they all share one critical, defining characteristic. They're reactive. This is the key limitation. Generative AI is a brilliant specialist waiting for instructions. It can write the perfect email, but only when you ask it to. It can design a logo, but only after you provide the prompt. It won't know why that work is needed in the bigger picture. It lacks agency. It has no memory of a broader goal outside of the immediate task. If your goal is to launch a new product, you can't just tell ChatGPT, "Launch my product." You have to break that goal down into dozens of prompts. You have to ask it, first, write a marketing plan. Then, based on that plan, draft 5 blog post ideas. Then, write the first blog post. You are the project manager. You are the strategist. The generative AI is an incredibly powerful instrument, but you are the musician who must play it note by note. It will never, on its own, decide what to do next. It waits for your command. This is the fundamental wall we've hit with generative AI, a wall that Agentic AI is poised to demolish completely. Section 2. The Game Changer. Introducing Agentic AI. What if the AI didn't need you for the next command? What if you could give the AI a destination, and it could charter its own ship, navigate the seas, and reach the shore all by itself? That is precisely where we cross the line from generative to agentic. Agentic AI is an artificial intelligence system designed for autonomy. It can perceive its environment, make independent decisions, and take a series of actions to achieve a complex goal with limited human supervision. If generative AI is your brilliant assistant waiting for a task, Agentic AI is the autonomous project manager you hire to see a project through from start to finish. So, how does this work? An AI agent typically operates on a loop of several key components. First, there's goal setting. This is your part, but you don't provide a granular prompt. You provide a high-level objective. You don't say, write an email to John Doe asking for a meeting. You say, schedule a meeting with John Doe for next week to discuss the Q3 budget. You're stating an intention. Second, comes planning. The agent breaks that objective down into smaller, actionable steps. For our meeting example, it might devise a plan like 1. Find free slots in my calendar. 2. Find John Doe's email. 3. Compose a professional email proposing times. 4. Send it. 5. Monitor for a reply. 6. Once confirmed, create a calendar event and send an invitation. Third is execution. The agent interacts with the world using tools to carry out its plan. These tools can be anything from browsing the web to accessing software APIs. Our scheduling agent would use the calendar API, the email client, and a generative LLM as tools in its arsenal. Fourth, and most crucially, is self-correction and reasoning. This is what feels so revolutionary. What if John replies that none of the times work? A simple script would fail? An AI agent, however, can reason. It will read the response, understand the new constraint, check your calendar again, and propose new times. It adapts to obstacles in real time without your intervention. Frameworks like AutoGPT, Langkine, and Crew-A already allow developers to build these agents. They can create systems that take a goal like research the top 5 electric vehicles, create a comparison spreadsheet, and summarize it in a report, and then autonomously execute it. Agentic systems aren't replacing generative AI, they're orchestrating it. The agentic framework is the conductor, and a powerful LLM is the first violin. The agentic part decides an email needs to be written. The generative part is the tool the agent uses to write it. The LLM is the brain, but the agentic architecture is the nervous system that lets the brain act in the world. Section 3. The head-to-head comparison. Generative versus agentic. Let's put them side by side. Imagine a real-world business task. Plan and execute a digital marketing campaign for our new sustainable coffee brand. First, with generative AI, our brilliant assistant. As the human project manager, your workflow would look like this. You ask the AI to generate 10 target audience personas. It gives you a great list. You ask it to write a 500-word blog post about shade-grown coffee for one of those personas. It produces a well-written article. You ask it to draft 5 tweets to promote the blog post. It gives you 5 perfect tweets. You ask it to create an email newsletter linking to the blog post. It drafts the email. You ask for visual concepts for Instagram. It gives you ideas, which you then take to an image generator to create. You are the central node, doing all the thinking, planning, and integration. The AI is a passive tool. The strategic heavy lifting is all on you. Now, let's give the same goal to an agentic AI, our autonomous manager. Your one and only instruction: execute a digital marketing campaign for our new sustainable coffee brand. The budget is $500, and the campaign runs for 2 weeks. The goal is to drive traffic to our product page. You press enter. The agentic system takes over. Planning. The agent breaks down the goal. Okay, I need to launch a campaign. I'll identify the audience, create content, distribute it, and track results within a $500 budget and a 2-week timeline. Research. It accesses the internet, searching marketing strategies for sustainable brands and competitor analysis for ethical coffee companies. Content creation. Based on its research, it decides a blog post and Instagram are key. It then uses an integrated generative AI to autonomously write the post and uses an image generation API to create on-brand visuals. Action. The agent accesses your company's social media scheduler via an API and schedules a series of posts. Paid advertising, recognizing organic reach might not be enough. It accesses an ad platform's API, designs a small campaign targeting the demographic it identified, and allocates a portion of the budget to it. Self-correction. Throughout the campaign, it monitors performance. If an ad is underperforming, it might pause it and reallocate the budget to a better one. It adapts in real time. Reporting. At the end of 2 weeks, the agent compiles the data and generates a comprehensive report, which it emails to you. The difference is night and day. With generative AI, you manage the project. With agentic AI, you delegate the project. Let's summarize. Input. Generative AI needs a specific prompt. Agentic AI needs a high-level goal. Process. Generative AI is a one-time response. Agentic AI is a continuous, adaptive workflow. Autonomy. Generative AI has zero autonomy. Agentic AI has high autonomy. Output. Generative AI produces content. Agentic AI produces an outcome. Core function. Generative AI is about creation. Agentic AI is about action. This is the leap. We are moving from having a conversation with a tool to delegating a task to a worker. If you're having that aha moment right now and want to stay ahead of how AI is changing our world, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We go deep on this stuff every single week. Also, a quick like on this video tells the algorithm you want more content just like this, which helps the channel more than you know. Thanks. Now let's get back to the ripple effects. Section 4. The Ripple Effect. How agentic AI will change everything. The transition from generative to agentic is a fundamental shift. The ripple effects will touch every shore, starting with your career. First, the future of work. The immediate reaction is fear of job replacement, but the bigger story is about augmentation. We're about to see the rise of the AI supervisor. Your job may shift from doing routine tasks to defining goals for and overseeing a team of AI agents. An accountant might oversee one agent that reconciles accounts, another that monitors for fraud, and a third that prepares draft tax documents. Your role elevates from technician to strategist, focusing on complex problems that require human judgment. This will create new jobs, agentic workflow designers who build these systems, and AI ethics consultants to ensure they operate fairly. Your value will be in your ability to think strategically and direct these new digital coworkers. Next, this will transform the future of the internet. Soon, you won't just search the internet, you will task it. Instead of searching best Italian restaurants near me, then reservations for Trattoria Roma, then navigating their booking system, your prompt to a browser agent will be, book a table for two at a highly rated, romantic Italian restaurant nearby for this Friday around 8 p.m. The agent will perform all those steps for you. This creates the autonomous browser. Imagine telling your browser, I need to fly to Tokyo in October. Find the most cost-effective flights and a 4-star hotel near the conference center and put the best options on hold. The internet becomes less of a library and more of a concierge. Finally, this will reshape our daily lives. The assistants on our phones have been a source of frustration. Agentic AI is set to finally deliver on the promise of a true digital assistant. In the near future, your assistant could operate proactively. Seeing to back-to-back meetings, it might email the organizer of the second one. John may be a few minutes late. It could see a traffic jam and proactively try to reschedule your first meeting. It will evolve from a reactive tool to a proactive chief of staff for your life. This isn't science fiction. It's the roadmap being laid out by major tech companies. Section 5, the dark side, privacy, security, and the risks. With this level of autonomy comes a new category of risks. we have to talk about the dark side. The first is a massive invasion of privacy. For an AI agent to be an effective chief of staff, it needs the keys to your digital kingdom, access to your emails, calendar, contacts, and financial data. As Signal's President Meredith Whittaker has warned, this creates a staggering potential for surveillance, turning a helpful assistant into an inescapable monitor. This leads to the second risk: security vulnerabilities. If an agent can act on your behalf, it's a prime target for hackers. If someone compromises your personal AI agent, they don't just steal your data. They can impersonate you, instructing your financial agent to transfer funds or your work agent to download confidential documents. The very power that makes these agents useful also makes them a dangerous single point of failure. Third, there's the problem of accountability and the black box. When an autonomous system makes a mistake, who is responsible? If your travel agent books a non-refundable flight to the wrong city, who bears the cost? When the decision-making process is hidden inside a complex neural network, auditing that decision and assigning blame becomes nearly impossible. Finally, there's the risk of over-reliance and skill erosion. As we delegate more cognitive tasks to AI, our own critical thinking and problem-solving skills could atrophy. We risk losing the skills that have defined knowledge work for decades. We must find a balance where AI augments our abilities, not replaces them. So, where does this all leave us? We've journeyed from the AI the brilliant but passive creator to the AI that is about to redefine our reality. The core difference is this: generative AI is a tool that responds to your commands. Agentic AI is a system that pursues your goals. One is a world-class instrument, the other is becoming the musician. The truly shocking difference is the shift in our role, moving from a paradigm of instruction to one of intention. For decades, we've told our computers exactly what to do. We are now entering an era where we will simply tell them what we want to achieve. The rise of agentic AI isn't a distant future. The shift is beginning right now. This revolution will unlock incredible levels of productivity, but it also forces us to confront enormous questions about privacy, security, and our own role in the world. The line between the user and the tool is blurring forever. The question is no longer if this is coming, but are you ready for it? What do you think is the most exciting or terrifying application of agentic AI? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. And if this video helped you understand this massive shift, please give it a like and subscribe so you can stay ahead of the AI revolution with us. Thanks for watching.